Good afternoon, everybody. Jason B. Ingram coming here to you for AEZ Daily, part of the All Elite Zone. Like to welcome everybody out. Be sure you check us out tonight for Talking Elite at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Subscribe to us on the YouTube channel. We are everywhere on social media. You can follow me at Jason B. Ingram or the All Elite Zone at All Elite Zone. We are getting into ratings on this Thursday afternoon, June 27th, 2024 to be exact. Tried to wait a little bit in the afternoon to do this because I wanted to see if Dynamite bounced back from the ratings last week. Everybody knows out there that it was the one of the lowest rated shows, if not the lowest rated Dynamite that's ever been. The ratings it received last week was just a little bit higher than what Collision normally receives, and we all know that Rampage typically draws a low rating, and that's okay. It's taped, and it's in that time slot, so no big deal, right? What I want to talk about today is, everybody jumping on the bandwagons, the trolling on the internet. Everybody's, it's all AEW mark, or they're an E-drone. Please stop. Just please stop. We have pro wrestling fans out there like myself, and you like stuff for both companies if you're a true pro wrestling fan. Not just the two companies, but everywhere else. TNA, New Japan, Stardom, Pro Wrestling Noah, everywhere. You like stuff from everywhere. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on the internet, and that's great. But, the one thing WWE does better than anybody, including AEW, is they have turned their events, their television tapings, their PLEs, they've turned that into an experience, not just to go to watch a wrestling match. And that's where AEW is lacking, and they also draw in that casual wrestling fan that AEW has not been able to do yet. And there's opinions out there that vary on how they do that, and opinions are just that. We're all entitled to them. So, we'll just keep moving. What do ratings mean? If you've been following the Who Killed WCW documentaries, I very highly recommend it. You should. But this is something that I already knew. Following, I was a big NWA fan, and WCW, I was tied to the brand because I was loyal. Crockett, sold it to Turner it into WCW, and as bad as it got, I was still loyal to the brand. But at the very end of it, the programming, but when it got canceled, the programming was awful. I mean, the product was bad. But it was still the highest rated show on Turner Network Television, and they still canceled it. So what does that tell us? Well, ratings do mean something. They do. They don't mean what they used to, of course, but any show can be canceled, whether it's the highest rated show on television, well, not television, but the network per se. And if it's the lowest rated or one of the lowest rated, they might keep it. It just depends on where they're wanting to go with their programming. Again, Kevin Riley, the man that signed AEW to their original deal, he is no longer there. He's not with Warner Brothers anymore, and hopefully, the Khan family's got enough pull and enough power. Hopefully they have another ally inside Warner Brothers. I would venture to say they do, but I hope they do if they don't. And the guy that canceled WCW, Jamie Kellner, actually passed away today. He was talked about heavily in this last episode of Who Killed Nitro, and, condolences to his family. But again, he just did not want the wrestling programming on his network after he took over. So we don't know what's going to happen. But I will tell you this much. AEW being off a major network is bad for the wrestling business. Now, did WWE step up its game because of AEW? Some will tell you yes, some will tell you no, and some just don't care. And that's all right, too. But it gives the boys and the girls another place to go. It gives all the performers somewhere to go and make good money and be on television. And whether you like one better than the other, support them all because the performers support each other. The only people doing stuff about, AEW sucks, WWE sucks, it's the internet, and it's not the performers. The performers might take a shot here and there, but that makes for good TV. It makes for a good press conference, media scrum, whatever you want to call it. So what I say is this, a low rating for Dynamite. I hope they bounce back next week, or this week, I should say. We haven't seen what happened last night. Looking forward to Forbidden Door. Join us for that. And again, yes, ratings mean something, not what they used to with all the streaming platforms out there. Just be a pro wrestling fan. And, if you're really against AEW, which I don't think any true pro wrestling fan is, but again, they have been good for the business, whether you like the product or not. And hopefully they start attracting more viewers and they start attracting better audiences. They do pay-per-views really well and normally sell those out. I'm not sure what ticket sales are for Forbidden Door this coming week, but I went to Greensboro and saw Sting's last match. The place was a madhouse. It was packed. Great show. So, there's a lot of good things that happen in AEW. There's some things that Tony Khan could do better. But again, he's 5 years in. He's not perfect. And hopefully he starts listing and we can get these ratings back up. And WWE, to me, they were on fire for WrestleMania. WrestleMania season always comes down a little bit in product afterwards to get them storylines building back up to their next big pay-per-view, which the next big one after that, SummerSlam, and we're kind of hitting there now with the addition of all the new Bloodline members. So we'll see. I give it all a chance. And again, it's a very simple formula for me. I fast forward through what I don't like. I watch what I like. And I call it a day. So I will bid you adieu. And stop trolling on the internet. Like them all. Support them all if you're a wrestling fan. And if you're just a casual fan and you happen to come across this video, give AEW a try. There's some people on there you'll recognize, some people on there you'll like, some things happening, and we'll go from there. But again, ratings, remember, WCW was the highest rated show on Turner Network Television when I got canceled. So do they mean something? Sure. Do they mean what they used to? No. And no matter what their rating is, it does not determine what's going to happen. We just hope they get a new TV deal soon so we know they're going to stay there. Again, tune in tonight, Talking Elite, 8 o'clock on our YouTube channel. And this is Jason B. Ingram. Tell me what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time for AEZ Daily.